Hello everyone, it's me Irene and we're here for another episode of Terraria walkthrough slash guide, something like that. And yeah, today I'm gonna talk a little bit about metals and how your world has different metals from probably mine world. But some of them are gonna be like my metals. It's gonna be hard to explain it, but let me like explain it like this. Every world has multiple ores. And your world can have has all tiers of ores, but different ores. So first tier of shitty ore is copper, and or tin, and tin is the better one. They're kind of the same thing. It's just 1 damage, something like that, 2% difference between all of them. So it's not like, oh no, let's make a new world because I did get the wrong ore. The one that wasn't so good. And yeah, and then the second ore is gonna be iron. I do have iron or lead. I was unlucky and got iron because iron is a shittier one. You want to be sure to get lead. It's not that important, so don't care too much about it. Then you got silver or platinum, or silver or tungsten. Sorry, I got tungsten, so I was lucky with that. Tungsten is kind of good. It's better than silver. And then you got gold and platinum. I was unlucky and got platinum or gold. Sorry, platinum is much better than gold. It just has a lot more defense, and I'm being quite risky here with this guy. He shoots sand blocks. You guys see these were not here before, and I'm kind of cornered here, sandwiched. So I'm gonna go over to the left, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty easy. They're not gonna be able to hit me, I think. Oh, no, okay, there we go. The reason I want to get this cactus is so we can make some armor out of it, and I think, no, let's make a sword. I know this thing has a little bit better knockback, I'm pretty sure, the cactus sword, so get it. Let's throw away our shitty other swords. They're barely worth any money, and this thing has 2 defense, and our normal wooden breastplate only has 1. I want to try to get as much as defense as possible in the beginning, because most armors don't really have stats. In end game, a lot of armors are gonna have different stats. This armor does that, and this armor does that, and you're gonna have to compromise defense over DPS and movement and stuff like that. But right now, all we want is some decent deep or defense. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to kill this vulture. We could just do this pretty easily with our new sword. And yeah, one of the things you can see here, I got the build. This here is, by the way, where you see all your buffs currently. I got the happy, which is from the sunflowers. So I'm actually gonna take some of these and bring them home with me, just because I don't think we had any at our spawn, and even when we had, we can place them elsewhere where we actually have some use for them. But happy pretty much means it reduces the spawn rate and increases our movement speed by 25%, something like that, I believe. It's not huge, but it's something. Definitely early on in the game, it can give you a little bit of a boost. I'm gonna chop down some of these bigger trees. I'm skipping these 2 smaller trees here. They're not really of any use to me. And yeah, I've actually aggroed the sand slimes here, which is kind of stupid, but what can you do? Wow, okay. 2 of them is kind of hard to deal with, but it shouldn't be too hard. Mostly they do some of their own stupid mistakes and fall down. I took a night vision, or night owl, sorry. Now the owl potion, which is gonna increase the light on our screen. Everything that emits light, or just anything really, is gonna become a little bit brighter, which is quite helpful in my opinion anyways. And yes, some of the things, if you're lagging, by the way, in-game, you can type F9 to change different lightings level. I have the highest. It's pretty much changes quality and stuff, which increases your FPS. I currently have 60 FPS. My computer has been running a little bit shitty lately, so I get down to like 57, 50 sometimes. Something like that, but it should be fine, especially early on. There's not a lot of particles or anything. If you have above 30, it should be fine as well, always. And yeah, we're just gonna collect a lot of wood, I feel like, because we're gonna be really needing this wood, especially early on. We need to craft torches and everything. Later on, you might not use it too often. We're gonna go down this cave because I reckon we'll die. And if we die, we actually get teleported home. And it's doing something. Oh, there we go. I think I changed. It's doing something weird with the lightning. I think that's because of what is it called? The sparkling. That's how it. I think that's a bug. Never happened with me with torches. I haven't used the one of sparkling much before, or anything actually. This is my first, I think, I've ever had. I know a lot about it. I've read about it, and it's a decent magic weapon early on. Couldn't complain, definitely. And we got some gold. That's super good. I highly recommend you don't even try to mine tin. Tin is kinda useless. It's not gonna serve you too much of a purpose. It's just gonna stand there and pretend to be good, and it's not really good. So don't really invest too much time in tin. Wow, I fell down. This is another item or a thing that we're gonna occur. Kinda trap, kinda not a trap. And what it is, it's basically a cobweb. It's super annoying. It's not gonna do any damage to us, but it's super annoying. Highly recommend you just remove all cobweb, because if you're running away from a mob, running into cobweb is not nice because it'll slow you down. And we actually have sand above us, which is kind of stupid. Kind of like in Minecraft, how if sand falls on you, you take damage. And that's kind of stupid. It's not stupid, it's logically, so it's just logic. But we shouldn't take too much damage from sand, I feel like. That would just be stupid. Gonna click that last gold ore. There's 2 left. I'm not gonna get them because obviously we're gonna get tons of sand on us. And caving underground might lead you to different biomes. And these different biomes are kind of useful in my opinion. This is the glowing mushroom biome. A really cool biome in my opinion. I've got a lot of mobs around us, so I think I will die though. We can try to always kill these guys. Come on, come at me, bro. Come at me. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty good. I thought expert mode was a little bit harder than this. I've been streaming my bows only playthrough, which I only can use bows on that playthrough, and it's been quite hard. I can't use swords when I need to use swords. And do you guys see that? It's a trap. This time I actually saw that. Last time I was talking too much and I didn't notice it. But there's a pressure plate. Now we can actually see what this pressure plate does by holding it. You can see that it would release a boulder, and if you guys remember, boulders does about 300 to 250 damage to us, and that's an insane amount of damage. And encountering one of these glowing biomes, by the way, highly recommend getting the glowing mushrooms. We can improve our normal health potions, so instead of they actually healing about 50 HP, they should heal 100. And yeah, you're gonna see these glowing mushroom trees which you chop with your axe, and we've got 23. I'm gonna teach you guys how to later get the better potions. We're gonna, and oh no, we have encountered some sort of a, I would call it a mini boss. It has high amount of defense, and for you who have been in the game for a long time, this thing pretty much acts like a turtle. It's called a shelly, and it will jump towards you. Let it do that to me. You can do it, bro. Okay, screw you. He doesn't want to do his jump attack. He pretty much dashes towards you and does high damage. This guy can drop something. Quite don't remember. I think it's a yo-yo or something. Yo-yos are super helpful in this game. It's a melee weapon, which are super good. We got our first red slime, I think. Here, that's like how much damage you got, like, or health. 70 health. That's a lot. A cool thing. They become kind of purple. Oh, and another way you can gain health in this game is by actually getting what are they called, hearts from mobs. They can actually drop hearts, kind of like in The Legend of Zelda, if you guys have played that. You know, that's a pretty popular game. Oh, and I saw some treasure over this way, so I kind of want to go and investigate it. You guys see that money? That's money on the ground. It's a trap. Is it? It's a trap. No? Okay, it's just silver. Never seen this formation. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Kind of bone wrangle, a campfire. Am I gonna get this campfire? Well, let's just place it down. We have... Oh, okay. I guess I can't place it down in water. Oh, nice. Look at this, guys. We found our first mine shaft. or underground mining shelter, whatever you want to call this, and we found our first statue. So guys, there's different statues in the game, jellyfish statues, and a lot of other different statues. Some of these statues are super helpful. They can allow us to do some mob farming, which is super helpful, and I got quite lucky here in this chest. And by the way, if you guys are still wondering about that ore mechanic, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, but I feel like talking a little bit more about caving is more relevant at the moment. But sure, and we found our first underground NPC. There's only one, so don't like, oh shit, there's more. There's one underground NPC that can spawn pretty much wherever you go underground. He is super helpful. He sells a lot of things, and we got 1 gold, so let's see what we can purchase from this guy. Oh, he sells some lesser healing potions. This is super helpful. I'm gonna buy some just so we don't run out of lesser healing potions. They're super helpful. Bone arrows, these I have no clue what they do. They're maybe like normal arrows if you want to restock. A red counterweight, this is super helpful. This thing will throw out a counterweight after hitting an enemy with a yo-yo. This is kind of good. I'm gonna get a couple of bombs because I feel like they're super useful. I'm gonna teach you guys later why they're so useful. Then we're gonna buy tons of spelunker sticks. I'm gonna actually sell some stuff to this guy as well. What do we have that's of value? That's actually something. Let's sell our tin. Actually, we get a lot of money for our tin, and tin is not really useful in any way in this game. As well, that goes for copper as well. Hopefully you are not as lucky as me, you get copper in or tin in your world. And we've got a little bit more iron here. Basically, if we move away from this guy, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna despawn, so we want to use him as much as we can. I think I got everything I wanted. Maybe I should buy a couple more bombs from him. And let me just showcase what bombs do. I'm gonna put them here, so perfectly safe, not gonna harm anyone. That's what bombs do. Super helpful. We've got 29 of them in case you want to mine a big stack or big stash of ore like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how they're super useful. Like boom, we put one there, and there we go, easy. Tungsten. Now we're gonna I'm gonna show you guys the spelunker sticks. These are super helpful. You guys see that glowy stuff? That's actually rare ores. They're super helpful in my opinion. Just so we can see. And that looks like emeralds, or I think rubies or amethysts. So let's go and get some of those gems over there. And I saw this thing as well. I'm not sure if it's a real one. If you see these in your world, can I showcase this a little bit better? Let me try to see shine potion. You guys see this? Like it's skeleton bones and like little sword sticking out of it. If you destroy these, there's a little chance that it actually gives you an enchanted sword or Arcalis. The Arcalis, I believe, is one of the fastest swords in the game. So that's insane if you get that pre-hard mode. I'm going to talk a little bit about hard mode later. Don't want to spoil too much about that, but most of you guys should know. And we saw this gold thanks to our spelunker stick and thanks to our night vision as well. So I'm just gonna mine so we can reach it. Gonna make a sticky bomb, and this is 1 bomb and 1 gel, and not die because I was kind of stuck there. And boom, let's mine it out. I'm not gonna waste another bomb for this last ore, but yeah, that should pretty much be it for that. It's a little bit more glowing mushrooms here, so we're gonna actually collect these because they're really helpful. As I said earlier, you can make some pretty cool mana potions and normal health potions. And yeah, if you guys like games like Legend of Zelda, you're gonna love this game. It's super cool. And yes, let's get into it. Has been pretty good caving experience. You guys see that? You should always watch out for pressure plates. If you got fast reactions, you might get away with it, like I did there. I was mostly lucky that would just stop there, but if it would have kept going, I probably would not exist. And yeah, thanks to this spelunker stick, I noticed that there was a couple of ores in the roof here, and I'm gonna check them out. Gonna make some more rope coils. Let's use up the vine ones, cause reasons, you know. There we go, vine. rope coil, pretty easy. Let's just make all, oh whoops. Okay, let's use this thing. This is a dynamite. You can get dynamite pretty much anywhere in the game, destroying pots and chests and stuff like that. And dynamite is quite useful. It's like bombs with much bigger radius on the blocks and super helpful. You guys saw how much that took out. I was actually intending to make more sticky bombs, but that worked out as well. And look at that, we found the waterwalking boots, and another accessory that I found before are called the Hermes boots. These increase my speed insanely. Like I will have insane speed once I equip those. And the Jesus boots, or aka the waterwalking boots, will allow me to walk on water, you know. So I'm gonna show off some of those really soon. We can test out the waterwalking boots here. You see that? I'm Jesus, you know. I can walk on water. I'm gonna throw one bomb there. We're gonna check, investigate. We've got one more recall potion. One thing you can do is press loot all and just take everything. Of course, if you have inventory space. If you don't have inventory space, well, that's another story. Let's go up and investigate further. Nothing too much up here. A little bit of tin, a little bit of, I believe that was tungsten. And yeah, not too much interesting, but let's keep going. So where, and you always want to press M, and you want to check the map, because okay, I think I'm gonna, oh, this, you guys see that there's a small little recall potion inside of this guy, which means that he's gonna drop a recall potion. Okay, let this guy just drop down. It's kind of hard now when we're fighting two mobs at once, but it should be fine. There we go. You guys saw that we got a recall potion, which is kind of helpful. We're just doing... this guy has a lot of defense, as you guys can see. My weapon does 9 damage, and I can only do 3s and 4s to him. And maybe 8, 7, 9 if I crit on him. But I don't have too much of a crit chance. 10 crit chance is actually pretty good early on. So lucky me, I guess. I think I have some accessories. And by the way, these glow sticks will light up areas, so we can like throw them, I think, like that. Yeah, to see small areas. And as you guys saw, we just saw another cave, so let's go to this cave. There's a small bat, so let's actually watch out for this guy. But he's moving away, so maybe we're safe. One thing that I do want to get is more life crystals, as we got them in episode 1. They're super helpful. Oh shit, I died. Whatever. It was a pretty good trip for early on. We got a lot of stuff acquired that time. We're gonna smelt up some of our bars. We're gonna take a look at the Hermes boots, as they're one of the best accessories. You're gonna use these boots till the end of the game, mostly. So yeah, these are boots you use to fight the end game boss. They're super fast. You guys see, look at the difference from this to that. It takes a little bit time for them to accelerate, but once they accelerated, they are super fast and super helpful. They're gonna help you travel so much in this game. It's gonna be insane. And I'm quite lucky that I got these so early on. I'm happy. I'm super happy about that. Okay, now let's take a little bit... Oh, I made some web rope. I guess you can make these out of cobweb. Quite useful too if you don't have any vines nearby or normal rope. And yeah, let's take a look at what we can make. We can make mushroom chests out of the glowing mushroom. We can make a lot from the glowing mushrooms. I'm not going to do that because we have no use. I prefer saving our glowing mushrooms for potions and stuff. We can make 2 tungsten bars. Not too helpful, but whatever. It'll do. And I feel like my inventory is getting too full. I'm trying to throw away a little bit of things that we're not gonna need. I'm gonna make some iron ingots, or iron bars, I guess they're called in this game. We're gonna get an iron anvil, and we notice we don't have any space left in this house. I'm gonna do a little attic in the roof here. And this is a wooden yo-yo, by the way, and wooden bow. And yeah, they're not too strong, so I'm not gonna invest in them. I feel like my current weapons are a little bit stronger anyways, so let's not even bother with them. Let's do like this. Let's do like that, and we should be able to fit 2 chests, if my math is right. Yeah, there we go, 2 chests. let's rename this one Misk. Just so we can have some Misk stuff in this chest. Like a little bit of golden ores. We shouldn't stuff that. Herb bag, raider, gravitation. I'm going to show you guys what you can do. You can do some insane stuff with this gravitation. It pretty much allows you to control gravity. And that doesn't mean to destroy blocks and stuff, but you can turn upside down and just fly upwards. Early on, that's so helpful. Let's put some cobweb and lenses and fallen stars and all this awesomeness that we got early on because we're super lucky. And I got platinum chandelier. I should actually sell this. It doesn't look too good. If you want to use this decoration, do that. I think I'm actually going to save this and use it as decoration because I don't want to use my normal platinum. I don't even have platinum in this world. If you're lucky to have platinum, that's cool for you. Then we got put iron anvil, our jellyfish statue, and our king statue. King statue is another helpful statue. You can search all of these different types of statues that do stuff because you're gonna find a lot of like a sword statue that doesn't do anything, a Hermes boot statue that doesn't do anything. So you got a lot of useless potions or statues, excuse me, in this game. So definitely look at the wiki of what different statues actually benefit you and what you can do with them. And how you can mob farm them and stuff like that. I'm going to be showing you guys how to mob farm as well with these things. We can't quite do that now. We're going to be able to do that later. Gonna save the sticky bombs, put in the shurikens, maybe keep the throwing knives for dark moments, and put in the sand. Oh, you know what we can do with the sand? Remember in episode 1, we said we can remove some of our wooden backgrounds with our hammer. We could put in some glass walls. So let's just make some glass walls. We smelted our sand in the furnace and got some, and we went to the workbench and made some glass walls. Pretty easy. Now I'm gonna show you 2 ways of putting in these windows. First one is just to use your hammer, mine out a little bit like this, put a cool little window, you know. But what if I want a bigger window? You can hammer out more, or you can just use, this is a new feature in Terraria 1.3, where you can just pretty much just put it down. Just like hold it in and switch it out. Let's put our wooden walls here and our glass walls here because we're not going to need them. And if you feel like, oh no, I kind of needed that glass, we can actually take it back. There we go. Now we have 14 glass. Let's put that, let's make a bottle. We'll put the bottle on a workbench, and now this workbench counts as an alchemy station. And you see we can make these restore 100 HP potion, healing potions that heal us 100 HP. This is super good. We're gonna be able to restore 100 health, which is cool. So, and we already had 3 from previous chests. Let's actually get them because we're gonna go on a dangerous expedition to the floating islands, and hopefully I don't die here because these potions are somewhat rare. And you want to actually be careful because there's dangers up here. There are harpies which shoot 3 feathers towards you and they do a lot of damage. So that's why. And another thing you can do is switch out or zoom out. Sorry. Zoom out and yeah. And I know I said I would do this episode, or most episodes, 25 or 20 minutes to 15. I think I'm gonna change that to 25, something like that, because I'm having super fun. And what is this? Oh no, it's one of them other islands, the special islands. Ew. Well, it's a floating island nonetheless, but it's a different type of floating island, which I was not hoping for. So in this game there's fishing, and you can probably see that you can make a wooden fishing rod. I'm wasting time on my potion. There we go, wooden fishing rod, and you can fish, and there's a NPC that's gonna ask you to fish different types of fish, and that's super fun. Highly recommend doing that. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of that just to show you guys how to do it. It can be quite rewarding if you have the patience to do it. And yeah, that's a heartbeat. That's what I was talking about. No, 2 of them. This is super bad for us. They might actually kill us. Whoa. There we go, and that's why we want our 100 HP potions. They're super helpful. Okay, we need to land soon too. We just got a minute on this thing, a little bit more than a minute, and yeah, that's why we need to land pretty soon. Oh, we found the jungle. This is the jungle biome, by the way, guys. It's a pretty interesting biome. And yeah, we're gonna spend a lot of time there. We can get some pretty good armor, weapons, and different stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys how to create the best pre-hard mode sword. I'm not gonna spoil which it is. Probably most of you who have played more than a couple of 100 hours probably know about it. But yeah, now we have reached the ocean, and it's a pretty large tree. Oh no, we were super unlucky. We didn't find any more what are they called, floating islands on this part of the world. But while we have time, we should actually go and investigate this part of the world, because we got like 20 seconds. And if we're really lucky, we found a normal floating island which contains a blue house made of sky plates, sky bricks. I don't know what they're really called, but they're blue and they look cool. Oh, there it is. There it is. 10 seconds. Come on, this is so intense. Yeah, there we go. Landing on water with the waterwalking boots will actually remove the fall damage, because you take fall damage obviously. And nice, we got sky meal used for special crafting. We'll be able to craft these blue bricks, so let's definitely take this. Silver, of course. Some regen potions which will provide extra life regen. Some normal lesser healing potions, not too special, but we'll take them anyways. Let's close the doors so we don't die up here. That would be bad. And now we got this thing, increases jump height. This shiny red balloon is one of the items that you can find on a floating island, and they're super useful. And yes, and by the way, this raider, you don't actually have to have it in your accessory slot for it to display how many mobs which are near you. I just have it there to give me 1 extra defense, but I don't feel like it's very helpful. So we're gonna be able to jump quite high now with our new shiny red balloon, and it's a menacing one, so it's gonna increase our damage by 4%. Now this is not gonna do anything in terms of damage. Yes, you see, I still do 9 damage with my cactus sword and what's it called, and I still do lazy wand of sparkling, still does 8 damage. And yeah, but I think I'm gonna cut the episode. Next time we're gonna get this gold, and I'm gonna show you guys what this shiny red balloon does, if you already haven't noticed it. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Be sure to check out some of my other videos, and if you want to see more of these, I'm gonna be posting 2 every single week. And yeah, be sure to subscribe. And awesome day. Thanks for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thanks for subscribing and liking recently. It really helps me out, and I'd love to read some of those comments from you guys. And be sure to stay tuned for the 2000 subscriber giveaway. And goodbye, and have a good day, fellow Terrarians.